Welcome to Hibbert Health. I have a great guest with me today, Dr. Jose Luis Abreu. Dr. Abreu is in Monterrey, Mexico. Welcome, Dr. Abreu.
Thank you, Dr. Hibbert. I'm so happy to be here in your show. Thank you for inviting me.
You're most welcome. Now, Dr. Abreu is highly educated. He has an agricultural engineering degree, also a master's in phytochemistry from California State University, an MBA, and also a PhD in management. Dr. Abreu is a research professor at the State University in Monterrey. Dr. Abreu, you have some interesting topics to discuss with us today. Would you like to share that with us?
Let me start by sharing an experience that we had in the family, and this personal testimony in which we had success facing the coronavirus. It happened that my daughter, she got sick. Mm-hmm. She started showing symptoms. We didn't know it was coronavirus at first. She was feeling terrible. She lives in another house. She has her husband. I remember it was Thursday. So I asked her to come home because I felt that I could help taking care of her. So she came home on Thursday, and then she stayed home Thursday, Friday, Saturday. On Saturday, she took the test for coronavirus, and the result came positive. That was Saturday. Same day, Saturday, she started the treatment. She took 18 milligrams of ivermectin plus combination therapy, with ivermectin being in the center of the protocol. Next day, she was in a perfect state.
Was this all under the guidance of your medical doctor?
Yes, we have a family doctor. I'm a researcher. I do research. I've been doing research on orthomolecular medicine. I have been doing research about ivermectin and other medicinal plants. But I'm a researcher, not a medicine doctor, so I cannot prescribe.
I have another question. Can you describe the symptoms that your daughter experienced that led up to you deciding to start any therapy, and in particular ivermectin? What led up to treatment starting and being initiated on the Saturday?
She told me she was feeling sick the Saturday before that Thursday. She had a mild symptom of feeling tired, but she was okay. She wasn't feeling that sick. The following Thursday, she calls me and she says, I'm feeling sick. I have a terrible headache. So I asked her to come home. I was suspicious it could be coronavirus, but I wasn't sure. Before she came home, I decided to take a preventive dosage of ivermectin, and also my wife and my son. So she comes home Thursday, and we were watching her. And next Saturday, we had the results from the clinic, and the results were positive. She had coronavirus. So I'm talking from Saturday to Saturday, a week. So she took the pills, 3 pills, 6 milligrams each. In less than 24 hours, no symptoms. So I said, this is a miracle. I was amazed, surprised. I knew ivermectin is good, but I didn't expect in a matter of hours. She woke up normal. She says, she told me, I got nothing, I'm cured. Wow. So, okay. I hope so. But next day, third day, the symptoms came back, but mild, in a mild way. A little nasal congestion. That was Monday. So we go back to the 18 milligrams. Now, Tuesday, next day, she lost the sense of taste and smell completely. Then she continuously took basically 12 milligrams per day. So what we did, and I talked this with with my doctor, we were talking continuously on the phone about what to do, because I'm a researcher, but he has experience, and he's the one who legally could follow up the treatment. So I was only doing my part as her father. So I had to consult continuously with my medicine doctor. From my research, I would give information to the doctor also for him to analyze the information. What happened was that she was feeling every day a little headache. But something that I learned is that when the headache was critical, we would increase the dosage from 12 to 18, an additional tablet or pill. So more or less, we had an average of between 2 and 3 pills, meaning from 12 to 18 milligrams of ivermectin. She took ibuprofen 400 milligrams every 8 hours for the 10 days. She also took doxycycline 100 milligrams every 24 hours, once a day for 10 days. She was taking aspirin 100 milligrams per day. She took zinc 50 milligrams daily for the 10 days. Vitamin D3, 5,000 international units for the 10 days. In addition, she was taking 5 grams of vitamin C for the whole period of 10 days. And finally, she was giving Artemisia annua infusion with lemon, 2 cups per day. The whole treatment was planned for 10 days following the doctor prescription. This is a combination of Dr. Borodi protocol and the Bangladesh protocol.
Okay.
And also there is a combination with orthomolecular medicine. Day number 10, she was like 95% normal. After these 10 days, it took probably 3 or 4 days to recover completely the sense of taste and smell. So it's an amazing treatment. My daughter is doing great. She's 30 years old.
How did your family doctor manage your health over the days that your daughter was staying with you?
Okay. Following the doctor prescription and suggestion, the rest of the family took ivermectin as a preventive measure, 12 milligrams per 4 consecutive days. So after that, we took the test for coronavirus, and it came negative for the whole family. So it means that ivermectin worked as a treatment for somebody who was sick, and also as a preventive treatment. We are still taking it as a preventive. under the guidance of our medicine doctor.
Thank you for sharing that story. That was just very powerful. I send my respects to your doctor and to yourself and your whole family, courageously getting through that. Thank you for sharing your story. Now, please tell us about your work with Artemisia and just share your knowledge with us, please.
I have been studying the Artemisia plant for several years. I published a book, Artemisia, but as a treatment for cancer. So I know a few things about the plant, and this plant is very effective for treating cancer in general. Mm-hmm. So I published a book on this plant. Then when coronavirus came to our lives, I found some research reports about Artemisia annua as a treatment for coronavirus. Okay, Madagascar is a country that cultivates Artemisia annua, and they export it. It happens that from Artemisia annua, the pharmaceutical companies, they extract product that is called artemisinin. Artemisinin is used to treat malaria, and it's also useful to treat cancer. So they make the extraction of artemisinin, and they produce this medicine that is very effective for malaria and for cancer. So the president of Madagascar decided to use Artemisia annua for the treatment of COVID-19. I don't think he decided this by himself. He is supported by a group of scientists that are making the recommendations. I think he has faced some limitations and some criticism about this decision, but this is still going on in Madagascar.
What are their COVID numbers like in Madagascar?
I could show you in the table that I have.
Oh, wonderful. Please do.
I went ahead and compared the death per million. We can see here Madagascar has 12 deaths per million, and when we compare to USA has 629. Mexico, the country where I live, 597. Canada, 248. So you can see that there is a big difference. And this suggests this decision to establish a protocol based on the treatment with Artemisia annua has been successful. This is a country that has more than 25 million people. It's a country that have limitations regarding their resources. It's a low-income country. And my question is, why are they doing better than Canada, than Mexico, and than the USA? This is a valid question. My hypothesis is that this is because they are using Artemisia annua as the main treatment. But this is also amazing to see these numbers. And this is aligned with the research that has been reported by an important number of scientists. Some of them from Africa, very brilliant people. This opens a window of opportunities. We should be analyzing this. Here you can see my book on Artemisia annua. I want to show you the president of the Republic of Madagascar. He said this: let us have faith in the virtues of our medicinal plants and in the work of our researchers. This Dr. Jerome Muniangi is the scientist that is promoting the Madagascar Protocol. He is working with the Malagasy Institute of Applied Research. These are the people that are working, promoting the treatment of Artemisia annua. After analyzing Madagascar, I was curious about other countries in Africa. So it called my attention 4 countries that are using Ivermectin and also other products that treat malaria. All of these countries, including Madagascar, they face malaria every day. Mm-hmm. So they have to use medicine that treats malaria. So this is something that is common between all of these 5 countries. Here I'm showing 4 plus Madagascar. The treatment of malaria is part of their national plan. For them, this is a routine. One of the things that my hypothesis is that there is a parallelism between malaria and coronavirus. I had these thoughts for weeks until I found the explanation. The explanation that explains this is given by Dr. Scheim.
Yes.
David Scheim. He, for me, is brilliant.
Yes.
He published an article that answered this question. When I read his report, that was the answer for my questions about what was happening in Madagascar and these other countries. Dr. Scheim is supporting my hypothesis. He explains the parallelism between malaria and coronavirus, gives a deeper understanding, for me, a clear answer to my questions about the low numbers regarding the rate of fatalities in these countries. So I was looking at the national plan of Madagascar, and this plan includes massive treatment of malaria in the population. Not only Artemisia annua, the population is drinking the infusion, but also they use other medicine for the treatment of malaria. Artemisinin, hydrochloroquine. They are low-income countries compared to Canada, the USA, or Mexico. So here is the answer. So I suggest to read Dr. Scheim. In this parallelism, I also have a testimony of a family, single mother, and she has 3 children. Well, they are not children, they are adults. They were having problems with scabies, 3 children, but not the mother. The mother didn't have the scabies problem. And then a few days later, she started showing symptoms of coronavirus. So she was taken to the hospital. Unfortunately, she died. She died from coronavirus. And she was in touch the whole time with her children, and they didn't get infected. I heard that they were taking ivermectin. Then somebody explained to me, because I thought if they took ivermectin, why they didn't give ivermectin to their mother? What happened is they didn't take it for coronavirus. The only one who didn't take the ivermectin died. She passed away, and she was between 45 and 50 years old. I want to express some final thoughts. We have to protect and we have to take care of our immunological system. We have to get it strong. So that is a strategy for protection. The other thing is, in this case, ivermectin to kill directly the virus, especially in the early period of the disease. And early intervention is better. It works at all phases, but it's better if we start doing this early. So these are two main thoughts that I have in my mind that I want to share. So I'm very happy that you invited me to participate in your show. This is really a great experience for me.
Dr. Abreu, before we go, I would like you to just post the book so people can see the cover. It makes it easy to identify when they go looking for it on Amazon. Would you do that for us now?
Sure.
Here is Dr. Abreu's book, Artemisia annua Research, Antiviral Properties, and so appropriate during this coronavirus pandemic to read and learn. Thank you, Dr. Abreu, and I really appreciate you joining me for this discussion. It's been very enlightening, and your testimonies were very moving and really interesting. So I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for joining us on Hibbert Health. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will see when new videos come forward, and I will do my best to bring good information forward to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much.